Guys, welcome back to another episode of Mike's RC Corner. Hope everyone's doing well. I got a question for you though. What the FMS is going on around here? Stay tuned. Alright, hope you like that intro. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Here's the big reveal. Let's open up the box. Oh, maybe tell already. We have the Smasher version 2 here. We lost its name, Max. Where'd you go, Max? But the Max Smasher 2 version 2 is here, and we're gonna get this out of the box and see what's going on. Alright guys, so we got the Smasher here, and if you watched previous video, you'll know that I had the Power Wagon, and what you don't know is in between that I have talked to my buddy Ken. If you haven't seen who Ken is, go back about 6 months in my videos into the summer of 2022 and previous videos too. Ken is a guy I trade RCs with, and he really has had his eye on that Power Wagon, and I bought it in, and he wanted to make a trade for that. So you're going to see soon in the future what I am trading, because the Power Wagon is going out the door and it's being replaced, and in its place we're going with the Smasher. And I'm really excited about this. The version 2, again, the previous versions, they were messing around with the radio, I believe, and this is supposed to have the good radio back in it. As you can see, the box art is phenomenal with FMS. They have their patented 2-speed transmission by engaging that on, I believe, channel 3 on the radio, so you go low, high, and channel 4 will put on the LEDs, I believe. You can see they have a picture of the transmission is there. Of course, you get that radio. They got ball bearings in it, and you get a little bit of better stuff in this than you would in a cheaper crawler, of course. And that's what you get to see here on the bottom. It comes in 2 colors, white and blue, and I think I found this on the cheapest place on the internet, and I'll leave a link below. I got it on AliExpress, and I don't know if you like Ali or not, but it's been really good to me. I know people have troubles with things coming from on the other side of the ocean. I'm in North America or wherever you may be. I stand by AliExpress as of now. I've had one item not show up, and the seller was not being too honest, and AliExpress stepped in. It's just a dispute, just like you do with like eBay or whatever. Ali stepped in, gave me my money back right away. So I'm glad about that, and we're gonna get this thing further out of the box, and we'll talk about the truck. Okay guys, so we got it out, and of course you get that famous styrofoam protective boxes. Just makes it great to put the RC back in when you're all done, and it makes it easy to store, unless you do what I do and put these things on pegboard. One thing to note is kind of always odd about FMS is you get the cardboard box, and then you get the box art box, and in between those 2 boxes they always have the manual and the stickers. I don't know if they make revisions that they don't want to put the stuff inside the original box, but this is what you do get, and always a great manual, very detailed, way better than most manuals you'll get from stuff overseas. I'm talking about over from China that way. I'm not exactly sure why we have this graph paper, but I'm sure there's other things out there to explain that, and I'm not the first to the party on this model. There looks like there's a whole bunch of stickers here. These are white. You can go like that and get some light shining on it. You can see the cutout, so obviously you're going to have to put the stickers on, but I even heard these are on the original one were water based ones, so I'm thinking it's probably the same for this too. So they weren't the greatest, and but it is what it is, and we'll see what's going on. So we'll open up the box. This is a first for me, just as a first for you, and we'll see what we got here. And we got a little baggie, and we got a charger cable, and looks like we got some gears for the transmission, so you could probably swap those out, I'm guessing. And got some tools in there, which is nice, and some O-rings. So imagine if you want to put oil in the shocks, that you can do that because they're probably just friction shocks. And we're just going to lift this right out here for a sec. They jam some foam inside under the wheels, which is nice. Always nice. They take care of the package. And another thing that's kind of cool here I see too is that there's actual air holes. So if there ever did get some water or something in there, it will drain out, hopefully. Or if you put the thing back in, it will we'll see what that would all be about. Maybe if it was hot or something. We got some ventilation in the box yet too, so maybe I'm going off on a little deep end there. So we got like a sticky here. So it is tinted glass. It's not black plastic. So you can see in there. I don't know, it's hard to see on here, but there you go. You can see right through the tint, and there is the balance lead of the radio in there. So again, with these models, bring your fingers, and this seems to be a little bit easier to pinch together, and you're going to have to pinch these locks here, snap locks, in order to get the body lifted off. So we'll do that off camera in a second here, because you don't need to see me wrestling with that. And put that there, and of course you get the radio, and this one doesn't have the dip switches, but I believe it does everything that it needs to do. And there's the channel 3 button, so that'll be for the high and low speed. We're not going to run this today because it's raining, of course, and the battery goes in the bottom. So I'm going to pause it here, come right back, and we're going to get the body off this and see what it looks like inside. Well, here we go, guys. Now I will say this is way easier than the Power Wagon to snap off, but you do still have to put some pressure on these, and it came out much easier. It will stay on secure once you click it in. As you can see, this body is painted, and there is overspray inside, which is, you know, tells you that it's quality because it's a hard body. But it basically looks the same like the Power Wagon as the chassis. There's your 180 size motor, of course, and we have the all-in-one ESC over here, and the servo sits on axle, and underneath is waterproof switch there. Turn it on and off. Hope you can see that here. There we go. Come on, Mike, what you doing? Right there, right above my fingernail, off to the side above the servo, you can see the on-off switch. There's actual servo saver on the servo, which is interesting, and that is the receiver ESC combo. And in here we have a rubber strap that holds in the battery. It fits in snugly again against the other servo, which moves the transmission from high to low speed, and it just clicks right back on. So really quite simple and compact. Everything is like right up front where you want it, where the extra weight would be, because you want the weight up front so you don't fall back when you're going uphill. Interesting too that the shocks do come through the bed of the truck here, so there is cutouts there, but this is a hard body, so this thing's gonna last. And there's LEDs in the front, as you can see the wiring over here. So overall, really cool way it looks. Like I said, have to put your own stickers on. Just going to talk quick about the tires. There is no foam in there. They are super soft. These are monster truck tires, and if you want to go out and do some climbing, I've seen that these do, because they're so soft and pliable, that they do a fairly good job all around. I wouldn't say they're great climbing tires, but they will get you by if you just messing around and you want to do a little bit of climbing and have this thing boot around too, because it does go quite fast in second gear. And if you want, these are easy enough. You can swap out and put some crawler tires on if you want to turn this into a crawler. It's kind of cool. The wheels are really outside of the body and everything, so you have lots of clearance, lots to do, and very bouncy, but it's a stiff bounce, which is kind of nice too. So guys, just an overall view of the Smasher 2. I am going to take this out later when it dries up, and we'll see what it does. We'll give it its paces on grass, on asphalt, through dirt, and we'll also take it on the crawler course and see if this thing is an all-around truck or not. All right, thanks for tuning into the show. Hope everyone's doing well. Peace, take care, and we'll see you soon on the next one.